Like attracts like. Wherever your consciousness is along the spectrum of life, it's important to know that it's always moving upwards, it's always evolving. Wherever you are in the evolutionary process, and you might think, geez, God, I've done some terrible things, and I've just gotten out of this divorce, or I'm in the middle of this thing, and I've done this person wrong, or I've lied, or I've cheated, or whatever it is. Wherever you happen to be in this spectrum of life, it's important to know that you are a spiritual being and you're evolving. And you gotta find a way to cut yourself a little bit of slack. You can acknowledge where you're missing the mark. We acknowledge where we're off track, and we resolve to get back on track because we know we're evolving. And the thing is we start to love ourselves enough to say, okay, I've made mistakes, and I intend in this new moment to see differently and do differently. We have to have that compassion for ourselves first, and then we're going to be able to extend it to other people. The thing about this law of life, this law of attraction, is what you personally know and believe is being reflected in all areas of your life. What you personally know and believe is being reflected in your relationships. It's being reflected in your health. It's being reflected in your sense of prosperity. Everything that you know and think, this is your consciousness, right? In the world is being mirrored in your world. So if you just think, here's my world, and just think of it. Do you like what is there? And if so, that's great. That means you're doing a lot of things, you've developed a positive outlook and you're starting to practice some of these principles. Conversely, if you're looking at your life and you're thinking, what a mess, we realize that we can turn it all around, and it won't take us that long either. We just need to stay tuned in, keep being reminded, and just have the willingness to trade in the lesser idea for the greater. So as we dealing with our day-to-day life, are we accepting life on life's terms? You might ask yourself tonight, do you have an argument that seems to be ongoing with someone, or a grudge? Maybe you don't, maybe you do, or where things have not happened to your liking. In those moments, we have the ability to be forgiving, or we have the ability to stay stuck. So one of my teachers, one of my books always said, each and every instant is for giving. So if you want to heal your life, just try to keep some of these ideas in mind. Every encounter is a holy encounter. Each and every instant, if you're in connection, is for giving. You have the ability to extend love very easily if you can get yourself out of the way, if you can learn to be the lifter.